Hey everyone, welcome to another Lorcana artist interview. Today we are here with Cristian Romero from Colombia. Cristian is one of the Lorcana artists, one of the 12 enchanted artists, and he's done 4 cards in the first chapter, and we're so excited to speak with you today, Cristian.
Hey, nice for having me. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
So happy to be here. Yeah.
we would love for you to take a minute to introduce yourself to all of your new fans and tell them a little bit about yourself.
All right. Yeah, sure. So, well, my name obviously is Cristian Romero. I am from Colombia. I've been living in Bogota for pretty much all my life. I was living in the UK for a little bit. That's how I learned a little bit of English. I am an illustrator, concept artist, and I work mainly in like games and some animation stuff. But for now, I've been keeping all my projects very small. The projects I've been working on are like maybe not known as much until now, of course, because Lorcana, huge. I didn't think about it as like it was gonna be this huge, but yeah, it definitely is. It's crazy, honestly. Um, I love TCGs, so being part of Lorcana has always been like kind of mind blowing to me, to be honest. Like it's just crazy to be here and be part of this and getting interviewed. I mean, I've got interviewed like once in my life, but not really like for a project like this. It's just so crazy, honestly. So thank you.
So you are the only Lorcana artist I think that we know of from Colombia. There's several others in South America. We know, Ariweli, Juan Diego Leon, or some other South American artists. But are people in Colombia excited for Lorcana, or do they know about it?
I haven't seen many people talking about Lorcana here in Colombia, at least. Maybe other artists I know. They've asked me about it. They were like, "Oh, so what is this project? Is it like a bit like Magic the Gathering?" I was like, it's pretty much very similar, but the art is completely different, and the gameplay, I'm pretty sure it changes as well. I don't know how to play yet, so I'm still like unsure what you can do or how it plays. For what I heard, is like pretty close to Magic the Gathering, and in terms of like you get like meal and all of those strategies. But just artists in general have asked me about it, but not many people. I think it will come out here in Colombia at some point as well. I'm not sure, but hopefully I'll be able to like buy so many of them.
So being the only artist from Colombia, what does that kind of mean to you? Being, you are in the first set like one of, where are we at, like 60 or 70 artists
There's
at
around
this point?
there's around 6. There's just under 60 in the first set.
And so being the only artist from Colombia representing your country and your community in that way, like what does that mean to you to represent on a global scale like that?
Yeah, it's definitely crazy. I was talking to you like it's amazing how Ravensburger managed to get so many people from different countries as well, and also being the only one in Colombia from the first set is obviously, as I say, it's like mind blowing. I didn't really think about it at the beginning, but then the thing was that I didn't know exactly who was working on the project beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really know that we're gonna make such like a roster of artists and have those many people. But I didn't realize it was gonna be only me from Colombia doing all those cards. So it's kind of crazy, and as I said, I just can't believe it. I'm still sitting here and be like, I worked in Lorcana, it's kind of unbelievable, to be honest. And I feel very happy that artists from Colombia and like maybe places that people wouldn't think of normally are being represented, like being shown in these kind of projects. It's crazy, yeah, honestly. It's just crazy to see like there is talent everywhere, honestly. Just whichever country you pick is probably gonna have so many talented artists, and it's crazy that they picked me out of like, I know so many Colombian artists that are like amazing as well. Hoiser, so many, like, but yeah, it's just I can't believe it yet. Just they picked me out of everyone, and of course I'm pretty sure they're gonna pick more people in the future, hopefully, like from all around the world. They've done it before in the first set, so it's very likely they'll probably do it again. So
I think Yeah, it's what's so beautiful about this game is that all of these artists are coming together from around the world, different cultures, different backgrounds, and y'all are all unifying together in a very similar art style. It is such this like amazingly beautiful global like unification to create this game that then brings people together. So it's all about like Lorcana just comes back to this like building this incredible community around an IP that we all love and around a table where we can, you know, live in community together.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really lovely to see like other artists' works. Even though we have like a line of work, we have to stick to it, to the style, and like the guidelines they gave us. You can still see some of their like some hints of the artist's work there, which is amazing. I think Magic does that, so it's kind of beautiful that you can still see. Oh yeah, this person Juan Diego did this, so you can see that.
Yeah.
And I hope they keep that. I really hope they keep that, because that would make it so like unique, and maybe you can like see other artists' expression there. So yeah, it's gonna be hopefully like really beautiful. I mean, it already is beautiful. So yeah,
I agree. I agree with that completely. It is interesting because you do. I know you all do have a style guide, and you have certain ways you do have to portray the characters. But when you start to study the art, even just a little bit, you can identify a lot of the artists by their work. I mean, Jeff Murchie, you see that right away. Cookie, Nicholas Cole, Juan Diego, all of their pieces. Like as soon as you see the art, you're like, I know exactly who did that piece. And I think that's true for most of the artists in the first set, actually.
Yeah, they all have something that you can identify them right away. It's like, oh yeah, I know this artist. Yeah, they've done, like, even before seeing the artist name, you can already tell that probably was I don't know, Juan Diego. Yeah, it's kind of nice. I really, really hope they keep that, because yeah, Magic, as I said, Magic does that a little bit. So we have some guidelines, of course, but yeah, I don't want it to be like super stuck to it, and maybe give some creative freedom to the artists. It's wonderful.
That is wonderful. Yeah. All right, so this is a great topic, but I want to know a little bit more about you and your background. So you're a professional artist, and as you said, you've been working in video games and concept art and small projects. When did you know that you wanted to make art your career, your life?
Oh, that's crazy. So yeah, this is like a funny story, but I actually at the beginning at uni, I didn't really know what I was gonna do. I just wanted to draw. That was my whole thing. I loved it. I used to draw all the time ever since I was a kid. It's funny because when I was a kid, I thought I saw these Disney films, Fantasia and Pinocchio and all those kind of films, and I just couldn't believe as a kid that someone would draw that. So I would tell my mom that maybe it was like a god that made it, because I just couldn't believe there was like a person behind those drawings. So it's crazy to me. It still is, honestly. But the thing is, as I moved into uni, I tried to go into animation, and that didn't really work out for me, as like maybe I didn't find like the inspiration I wanted or anything until I go into game design. And that's when I like fell in love with digital painting, concept art, everything to do with games. So it was from that moment on that I thought, yeah, this is probably the thing I'm gonna do my whole life, hopefully. And yeah, it was mainly that. Yeah,
that's fascinating.
So you talked about Fantasia. What was your background with Disney? What are some of your earliest Disney memories? And yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, honestly, the first film I watched, I think, for what I can remember, I think it was Pinocchio and Fantasia. Those two films, and Dumbo as well. Those three films were kind of like my main sort of films. I used to tell my mom when I was a kid, or she used to tell me, oh, you used to ask for Pinocchio all the time, like, oh mom, give me Pinocchio. So I think from those films, yeah, Pinocchio was like the most important. But I think my favorite film out of all time, like Disney, would be Lilo and Stitch. I love that film. So good, and I love the experiments. I don't know if you watched the series as well. There was a Disney series of it. It's so great.
Liam has a giant Stitch mug that he always drinks through. No. Okay, the series, yes, I have seen it was on like the Disney Channel, right?
Yes.
Yeah, back for Saturday morning cartoons as well. Yeah, that was such a great little series.
Oh, it was great. It was almost like Pokemon, but Disney style. So I loved it. I used to draw the little experiments there. It was great. Yeah.
It's so fun.
Did you ever invent your own experiment, like inspired by Lilo and Stitch, and like create characters?
Oh yeah. I used to do that with Lilo and Stitch and Ben 10 as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I used to get those characters and sometimes even mix them up as well. So I would take like, oh, let's take a Stitch and combine it with some other experiment I like. So I tried to draw them. Of course, at the time they weren't like amazing, but I loved them. I was like so entertained with that. I used to like cut them out and play with them as if they were like toys or something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. It was great.
You know, before we sit down with an artist, I always love going on your Instagram and your ArtStation and looking at some of your art. I feel like we get to know you so well through your art. And there was one piece that stood out to me, and the description you put in the piece as well was like very ominous. So I have to know what is behind the Ember gate that you did.
It's crazy. That was sort of very spontaneous. It was an environment I kind of went for it. I started just kind of like putting paint on the canvas. And at the beginning, I wasn't sure what I was gonna do exactly. I just thought I want to make an environment that has some sort of like portal to like from this sort of like hellish place to this quiet place, calm place. I wanted to make that distinction very, very clear, but at the end, exactly know what I was gonna do. Apart from that, of course, apart from the portal. It didn't take me that long to make that one, and I really enjoyed that piece because of it. Because it was just so fast and expressive at some point, and I thought, I mean, it turned out great. I might as well post it. So
it's beautiful. I love, you know, what I find so interesting about your art is you do character design and everything like that, but you also do these really incredible location pieces. So you have like the Ember Gate, and you have the island. I can't remember the name of it.
The chocolate one.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, again, if Ravensburger, if you're listening and we decide to do locations at some point in Lorcana, Christian would be a perfect candidate to do some location cards.
Yeah, I'd be happy. Please, if you're listening, just give me some locations. I would love that, actually. I love doing environments. It's funny because most people, some artists I asked what they do, they're like, oh, I love to draw the characters and everything, but I absolutely hate environments. I don't mind environments. I quite enjoy them because you get to like transfer a whole mood into the environment, almost as if it was a character by itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ravensburger, please, if you're watching this, like, give me some environments, please.
Yeah.
Environments. You heard it here first.
So another question I always love asking artists is, you know, you've had this amazing experience of working on Disney properties, which is like everybody's pipe dream. But if you could work on one property or project in the world, what is your kind of dream project to work on?
Ooh, I'm gonna say if they're gonna make anything related to Lilo and Stitch again, I would absolutely love that. I'd be the first person to apply to whatever job that was. Maybe a remake of the Disney series, that would be great. And also maybe even like Encanto. I watched Encanto quite a few times, actually. I loved it, and it's, you know, from Colombia, everything. So I'd be like, oh, I know that. I know they eat arepas there, so it's great.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, that's great. If I could ask one, this is an unplanned question, but I forgot Encanto was set in Colombia, and that's actually, What did it feel like to see a Disney film come out set, in Colombia? Like,
it was crazy. People have been talking about that for a long time. They were like, oh, there's been all these places about like Mexico, and like Disney has this thing where they represent different countries and stuff, but we've never seen anything related to Colombia before. So when they announced it, I was like, we have to watch that at some point. We just have to watch that. And I was not disappointed, honestly. Encanto was, I would say, like one of the modern films that I absolutely love by Disney. It's a great film. They made a wonderful job representing the whole culture and everything. The songs are amazing. They are so sticky. Like, I don't know how to say that, sticky or catchy.
Catchy, yeah.
Yeah, catchy. That's the word. Yeah, it's great. I love the film. Yeah, I would say Encanto and Stitch would be probably my go-to.
That's awesome.
Scenario, yeah.
One of the things we do at the end of all of our artist interviews is ask a series of questions from a Proust questionnaire. So they're really fun. There's no wrong answer, but it's a way to kind of get to know people.
Okay, so question number 1. What sound or noise do you love?
Oh, the sound of coffee when it's being made. The little tss. Yeah, I love that.
And the smell doesn't hurt either.
Oh yeah, the smell, it's great. So I could smell it from a mile away and be like, oh, someone's drinking coffee here. I want some.
That's awesome. What sound or noise do you hate?
Oh, I hate the one of like a pen over a glass, like the little. I hate that. I just hate very loud noises. Very loud noises. Maybe like the planes about to take off. Those are kind of like, oh no, I can't take them. But yeah, just those.
What is your idea of happiness?
Travel and draw. Basically, I would love to. I've seen all the artists doing it. I've seen Ahmed Al-Dori. I don't know if you know him, but he was traveling all around the world and drawing all these kind of things. He went to Japan, I think. That sounds amazing to me. Just go to like different places around the world that I don't know yet, and just get a little bit of the culture, a little bit of what they do, maybe architecture or anything, and try to draw it. That sounds pretty fun. Maybe, yeah. Beautiful, just traveling in general. I love that.
That's awesome. Who is your favorite hero in fiction?
Oh, my favorite hero in fiction. Oh, that's a hard one. Because I'm so bad with names.
Oh no!
My favorite hero in fiction would be... Oh wait, I could say like a Marvel one.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's funny because I actually like the villains more for some reason. So I would say my favorite hero would be... I'm a pretty big fan of Spider-Man, I think. I love Spider-Man. It's always been there, so...
Who is your favorite heroine in fiction?
Okay, my favorite heroine, I think I must say I love the Scarlet Witch. I always love her character. I love Liliana in MTG. She started as a villain, but then she became really helpful, and then she took out Nicole Bolas. Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, I think I love her. She's great.
Liliana is one of my favorite Magic characters, just in general.
Same. Yeah, Liliana. Yeah, it's just her power. She's so cool. She has such a great design as well.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
Yeah. Love it. What talent would you most like to have?
Oh, I would love to be able to sing, but I've never been able. My voice just doesn't work for it. I've tried to go to some karaoke's and everything, but it always turns out pretty bad. Never doing that again, but I would love to learn how to sing.
What is your most treasured possession?
My most treasured possession. Ooh, that's crazy. I don't know how to say. I can't think of anything, honestly. I guess my my computer, just because I spend so much time using it to draw and to paint with it, and it's just become such a reliable tool for me that I wouldn't be able to like do anything that what I do without my computer. Just it's been so helpful. Yeah, I would say my computer. Maybe that's the wrong answer, but that's all I can think of right now.
To be honest, it's a very common answer.
for the artists that we interview, computer drawing tablet.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, drawing tablet as well.
Very, very popular answer amongst artists.
At least half have said that. So you're in good company.
You are not alone there.
Yeah, that got me thinking though. So many like things, and I was like, wait, is there something? But yeah, computer is just you wouldn't change that.
Okay, what are your favorite names?
Well, I love my dog's name. It's Pepper. Yeah, it's become probably like my favorite name. It's just Pepper. I say Pepper. Like it's just great. I would say I love Carol, because my mom is named Carol as well. I love that name as well. I always think it's a beautiful name, Carol. And yeah.
I have to ask quickly. So is Pepper a boy or a girl?
A boy.
Boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Pepper's like outside your door, like, what? What do you want?
Oh, so great. Yeah, Pepper is just such a character. I think I've drawn him so many times. My friends are just jealous. Like, why do you keep drawing your dog all the time? It's like, it's just great.
Is he who's in your profile picture?
Oh yeah, that's him.
Pepper? Okay, I was wondering who that little guy was.
Oh, he's great.
That's awesome. Okay, what is your motto?
Oh, my motto is be kind with yourself, to yourself. Yeah, be kind to yourself. Sometimes, especially me, I've been kind of like always been having this pattern where I try to go this like spiral of like negative thoughts, and I try to like stay away from that in the form of like just know that you're a human and everyone else is a human, so we're allowed to make mistakes, and we don't have to be perfect all the time. I think that's the thing I always keep to myself and try to think about when I'm having like second thoughts about something, and be like, don't worry, because we're all humans, we all make mistakes. So if you make a mistake, you probably like know someone else is making a mistake as well, so don't worry about it. Yeah.
All right, finally, what is one question that we didn't ask you that you wish we would have?
Oh, that's crazy. I wish you asked me what was my favorite card from Lorcana from the first set. Did you guys ask me that? I can't remember.
We did not. What is your favorite card from the first set?
I actually like the Juan Diego's Timon. Yeah, there are so many good ones, but I think I saw that one. I was like, I love the green vibrancy, the colors, everything, and the expression he had. And I love like even Mickey's little Taylor as well. But yeah, so many. But I think the one that really made an impression to me was the Timon one. Just I was like, whoa, I love that. I want to get something similar here as well.
Yeah. The color composition on that card is like absolutely stunning. It's so
it's great, and it's really hard to say which one I like the most, but I'm just saying that one because it just got such a huge impression on me when I first saw it. And of course I could say like Nicholas Cole, and so many artists there, and they're all amazing, but I'm just gonna go with that one.
Yeah,
that's a good one. I do think for most people who've experienced Lorcana, everybody has that one card that they saw that like really just that clicked, and that's when they were like, all right, this is amazing.
Also Cookie's Tinkerbell. Oh, I forgot about that one. So great.
Gosh, Cookie's Tinkerbell's incredible.
Please teach me how to do that.
It's a favorite. And then we got a bonus from Cookie in the Enchanted Rare.
Oh yeah.
Like
crazy.
Before and after.
Yeah.
So cool. I love it.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Cristian, for taking the time to chat with us today. It was wonderful to get to know you a little bit better, and we look forward to hopefully seeing what's to come in the future of you and Lorcana.
Yeah.
Uh,
Christian, before we say goodbye, how can people follow you on social media?
Okay, no, first of all, thank you so much for having me. And yeah, as I say, I'm very grateful. And you guys can follow me at Way Out Art. It's kind of hard to spell, but it's WEIAO Art. Yeah, and that's how you can find me on Instagram or ArtStation. I think I'm pretty much the same there. Yeah.
And everybody should go do that.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Christian, it was so nice meeting you.
Thank you, Christian.
All right, thank you so much for having me. Bye bye.